All right, guys, this is Tom. I'm back for another SOMIFA playoff game. Of course, my Strat-O-Matic football game is not responding. Why would it respond? I don't know if they're having any IP issues. I know TJ was having some problems with his computer. I don't know if he got a new one or if it was repaired or what. We're here for the playoff game between Ron Dickinson's Green Bay Packers. This is a SOMIFA playoff game. NFL Ed's 2014 Keeper League in the fall. So the game might have crashed. I got to find my Ron IM. Thought we were about to kick off, but it looks like we're having some technical difficulties. I'm going to mute my mic a moment and square this away, so bear with me. We should be back in 2 minutes. All right, we're in business. I'm in the game. This is a matchup between the wildcard Green Bay Packers, coached by Ron Dickinson, 9-7 club. Has been a rebuilding club for a few years. Ron did a nice job with his team. Oh, my goodness, I have the volume so loud. And we have a kickoff. Looks like San Diego is receiving the kick. I'm going to assume that Ron won the toss and deferred, which is a common tactic. But no, actually, okay, Green Bay has the ball first. It doesn't matter who won the toss, but anyway. Ron ran that ball out from 8 yards deep. Interesting call. He's got a very good kick returner there. It's the Anthony Thomas. So we've got Ron Dickinson's Green Bay Packers 9-7. At TJ's San Diego Chargers 15-1. TJ is a tremendous general manager. And for several years, he's had an awesome for several years, he's had everything except the quarterback. He's had an awesome defense, great receivers, good offensive line, and good running backs like C.J. Spiller when he had good cards. But the quarterback position was shaky. He did go 15-1 a couple of years ago with a good Colin Kaepernick card and was upset in the first round of the playoffs. So he did the same thing to that coach a couple of years earlier when the shoe was on the foot. But so he traded for Tom Brady in the offseason. This is an excellent team, easily one of the best teams in the league. Ron's done a nice job, but he's going to have his work cut out for him today. And we'll see how that goes. Anything can happen. Ron's a very good coach. So this should be a good ball game. I think I have an animation on. Yes, we did see the kickoff. Green Bay, that's Ron Dickinson's got the ball first. He's at his own 14, 1st and 10. The kick was to the 8 yards deep in the end zone. He ran it out with the Anthony Thomas, got opponent kick return, 7 of 22 yards. Almost no weaknesses on this TJ team. Maybe Justin Forsett in the ground game if he can't pop the big runs. They're discussing the internet connection. It's a new computer, it looks like, for TJ. Had some computer problems about a month ago. Okay, so San Diego's out in the 2 tight end formation. That's 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and 1 running back. Very popular Strat football formation. And the first down is a handoff to the right to Matt Forte. Linebacker zone, D'Amico Ryans makes the play. It's a 1-yard loss. The TJ's got the 3-4 defense. He had one of the top defenses in the league. I don't have the stats, but he gave it 243 points, best in the league, while scoring 503 points. So he was best in both scoring and points allowed, I believe. As I mess up the screen here, what's going on here? All right, second down and 11. Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback for the Packers. Matt Forte, the lead running back. Richard Rodgers and Owen Daniels, your 2 tight ends. Mike Evans, the rookie, and Mike Wallace, the veteran, are your wide receivers. TJ's 3-4 defense goes 6-6-6 on the defensive line with Mario Williams, Don Terry Poe, and Cameron Wake. Look at that pass rush on the ends. Those are 12 asterisk, and the mean blocked by a right tackle 5 and a left tackle 4 as I looked over these teams before the kickoff tonight. TJ's secondary has got corner 6s. Off tackle right to Matt Forte. No linebackers there. TJ double teams Mike Evans to defense. Defensive nose tackle +8 or +35. That's only an 8-yard gain. That's a good gain. I wouldn't say only 8, but nose tackle 6. Don Terry Poe will not miss any of those. And it was a 6 on the white die. 3rd down and 3 for the Packers. As I said, corner 6s. It's the key believe. I want to say Chris Harris. Yes, those are the corners for San Diego. Earl Thomas, it's free safety 6, or 3/4 of the secondary is a 6. Strong safeties are only 5. So obviously if you have a 5, you want one of the safety spots. That's the one. Landry. He's got an inside linebacker 6, and it's 3-4, which is the veteran Darryl Smith. The other 3 guys are only 4s against the pass, but Paul Kruger and Terrell Suggs on the outside provide pass rush. Off tackle left to Matt Forte, 3rd and 3. Offensive onside end +5 or 0. That's Green Bay's Richard Rodgers is a 4 run blocking and could not make the block. So no gain. It'll be a 3 and out for the Packers. And here comes the punt. TJ even has good returners. Philly Brown is the 1 back on the punt return. The 2 backs are not that strong. The kick is 10 from Tress Way. No way. 43 yards. That's down to about the 40, it looks like. Maybe deeper, the 36 for Philly Brown. And we might have a little bit of a slower connection than usual. Philly returns it 5 yards. He's got a touchdown on 2. The opponent returns a 5, 9, and long gain. He's got a 12-yard gain on 5, so you can see some decent punt returning for TJ. TJ starts a great position. The ball 1st and 10 at his own 41. Tom Brady picked up in the offseason from a rebuilding team as the quarterback. Short pass, Jordy Nelson. A single coverage against a 5. Defense double teaming elsewhere. Ron plays a 4-3 with his Green Bay club. You get a dump off. 5 on Brady's card is a 7-yard pickup to the venerable Antonio Gates. Now, this offensive line is all 7s. And when I say they're all 7s, they're all 7s. They're just everyone is a 7. That can't be more clear. It can't be any clearer than that. The guards are 6s. The left tackle is a 5. The center and right tackle is a 4. Justin Forsett got the hit or miss card in the backfield. 2nd 3. But look at these receiving targets for Tom Brady and all that pass blocking. Jordy Nelson and Alshon Jeffrey are the wideouts with Antonio Gates and Jimmy Graham, the double tight end. The flat pass left to Jimmy Graham gets wrong, and it's complete on Brady's card for 11 yards. The Chargers quickly make their way across midfield and down to the Green Bay 41. Ron's defense plays a 4-3. The defensive line's pretty good. The linebacking core is only 4-5-4, I believe. I'll have to wait till they come back out on the visual here on my screen. Brady's flat pass card virtually maxed. The defensive line is 5-6-5-6. The linebackers are 4-5-4. Got a 4 at one corner, 5 at the other, 6 at strong safety, 4 at free safety. Long pass, Jordy Nelson, single coverage. Defense double teaming elsewhere. TJ going for the big home run here. Gets a receiver, gets right, incomplete. Nelson is maxed out, 6-11, 14, 15, 21. And there's an illegal contact penalty on Green Bay. On the defense, I read that wrong for a minute. And, of course, TJ accepts the penalty. 1st down and 10, up at the 36. The Chargers now down rather to the Green Bay 36-yard line. First three passes for TJ have been, first three plays for TJ have been passes. Off tackle left, Justin Forsett. Defense guessing pass. No one on the line of scrimmage. 6, no gain. I'm wrong for Forsett. Forsett with very much an all or nothing card. 2, 3, 4, 11, and 12. 2 to 4, 11, and 12. 23 yards or more, with most of them of the long gain variety, but not much else. 2 yards, 0 yards, losing yards. -2, -3 on 2 spots on the card. But he's had a fine year for the Chargers, and this style of play has worked well. 2nd down and 10 for San Diego at the Green Bay 36. That is the one thing to watch out for the Chargers this postseason. And run right to Forsett. Defense guessing pass. Offensive onside end plus 9 to 4. Antonio Gates is not a good run blocker at this stage of his career, but it's still a 4-yard gain for the Lightning Bolts. That's the one thing I would worry about with TJ's team. Is if you play the team with a good pass defense, and they can sit on Brady and cover all these guys, and he needs to pound it on the ground. If he has a game where Forsett is not getting his hits, will that undo him? This is an excellent team, but it's okay. It's the postseason. A lot of excellent teams. TJ trying to make the semifinals. 3rd down and 6 for the Chargers at the Green Bay 32. Defense goes nickel 3-3-5. TJ has been in the 2 tight end, 2 wide, 1 running back formation. I've seen him run it from this formation at times on a 3rd down and 5 or more. And he does an off-tackle draw left to Justin Forsett. The nose tackle is a 6. Defensive tackle +2 or +6. Sure enough, that's only a 2-yard reading. But TJ's kind of an old school guy. He has the big defense. He wants to make sure he gets that field goal. Matt Bryant's an excellent kicker also, by the way. Very solid special teams also for the Chargers. I think this is going to be a 2 to 10 kick. Maybe only 2 to 9 and 12. I don't have Bryant's card memorized. But it's a 47-yard attempt. That was actually Gerald McCoy, who was only a 5. I was thinking it was Don Terry Poe on the other team. So TJ could have possibly beaten that defender reading for the first down, but McCoy made the play. The Tampa Bay Buccaneer Pro Bowler in the NFL. 4th and 4. The play going a little slowly here, but it is a playoff game. And the kick is only 2 to 7 and 12, but that's good. I think he got the negative yardage on the variable field goal because Matt Bryant has one of the best kicking cards in the set. So I think that's actually his long range, is 33 to 37. And sure enough, the field goal was modified by 4 yards. And the Chargers take a 3-0 lead. Now, this kick goes 8 yards deep in the end zone. It's going to be DeAnthony Thomas. Let's see if Ron takes it out again. He took the last one out and ended up with the ball at his own 14-yard line. Thomas is not that often going to get it past the 20 against the 7, 8, and 12 of the Chargers, which is okay. 22, 20, and maybe 18 or something. So I think downing it might be the prudent way to go, but then you don't have a chance in that snake eyes for the big 76-yard return. And Ron's going to have a hard time against his defense, so maybe it's good to take those type of chances. Peter might be running slow for TJ. This is a very slowly developing game. And finally, we see Ron taking a touchback. 1st down and 10 for Green Bay at their own 20. This is their second possession. They went 3 and out the first time, and the Chargers moved down the field a couple of first downs in the passing game and kicked a long field goal, 47-yarder, as they lead 3-0. Now, Ron's done a really nice job with this team. This is, I think, maybe his 3rd year of rebuilding. And pitch out right to Matt Forte, defense guessing pass, and he pops 8 on the defense plus 12. Now, Ron has got 2 sevens pass blocking, but I think it's the left guard and the center. So he can take care of one of TJ's high linebackers, and the center, Don Terry Poe, is a 6. But the rest of his blockers for the pass are not that great, but they're very good for the run. The center's only a 4 run blocking. Everyone else on the line is a 5, except for the right tackle 6. Unfortunately, the tight ends are 4s. But you can have some off-tackle success and some running success if he doesn't hit defender too often. Pitch out left to Matt Forte. Defense gets to run. So he's not going to give him the run. And Ron, 2-yard gain. I believe Ron has another back who has a pretty good card. Probably better than Forte, but Forte starts. Maybe the other guy is unlimited in the second half. Maybe he likes Forte's receiving. He likes no one's going to guess run against Forte. And here is another back. I was thinking of Terrence West. West has a very good off-tackle card and a solid linebacker card. Good yardage right and wrong. He's got like a 6 and 7 short gain off tackle. You don't see that type of thing that often anymore from Strat-O-Matic. Short pass, Richard Rogers, the play action. 3 men there. Rogers covered by outside linebacker 4, Paul Kruger. So Ron likes the chances here. Receiver incomplete on a 7. See, Richard Rogers, 5, 9, 12, only 18. It's only an 11-18 short pass card for your second tight end. Ideally, you'd like to be 19-26 on that, or at least 16-22 with a good flat. 11-18 is kind of weak. That's Chris Gregg territory. He's on a couple of my teams. 3rd and 8 for the Packers. So that means if we get to receiver Richard Rodgers, half of them are complete. Also, TJ has the benefit as the home team in the SOMIFA postseason. He has the good pass defense draft cards instead of the average. So that's going to help him with interception splits and other things. 3rd down and 8 for Green Bay. 8:24 to go in the first quarter. Chargers leading 3-0. Packers come out in the 3 wide on 3rd and long. Kenny Britt is your 3rd receiver. He's covered by a 4. That's Terrence Newman, the veteran. We gotta watch. Matt Forte's covered by the 4 wide linebacker. So in the 3 wide, look, he's got a couple of guys covered by 4. Short pass, Mike Wallace. Single coverage against a 6. TJ does not blitz. 3rd and 8, you're always worried about the flat pass. Receiver complete plus 12 on Mike Wallace's card. That's a first down for Green Bay on the 3rd down conversion. They're up their own 46. And okay, we got a nice audience here. Nathan, Dan, Tony, very nice. And everyone has probably muted their microphones. Thank you, gentlemen. 3-0 Chargers. Green Bay driving a little bit. They're up towards midfield. They're at their own 46, 1st and 10. 7:48 to go here in the opening quarter. The game playing at a nice, deliberate pace. Easy for me to commentate. Long pass, Matt Forte. Defense getting passes. No one back to him. He's covered by a 4. The dump off is going to be complete for 9 yards. So that was a dangerous situation for the Chargers as TJ left Matt Forte one-on-one with Paul Kruger and moved the free safety out of the zone, exposing himself to potential defender X or long game readings on the defense. Now, of course, receiver reading on Tannehill's right guard, those are not going to be great results, and I'm not sure how long Forte can even go. I'm sure it's at least 25 or 28 or 29 yards. But so you maybe need to watch for that. Maybe not, doesn't need to be as aggressive bringing that safety up. I think Forte was the halfback there. Play action to Mike Evans on 2nd and 1 for the San Diego 45. TJ Ron hoping for a receiver reading. It's 5 incomplete on Ryan Tannehill's card. Tannehill not a bad card. Not great. Not bad. It's 19 short pass wrong complete units. You'll like more than that, of course, but it's okay. Got a very good flat pass card. I think the interceptions are a little higher than you like. It's a very good running card. I think the long pass is maybe a little weaker than you'd like. But again, he's Ryan Tannehill. He's not a bad quarterback, but he's not one of the top ones in the NFL. Be curious to see what happens in the NFL with Adam Gase now taking over as the head coach of Miami, who did well with Peyton Manning. That was easy to do in Denver because Manning kind of did it all, but also Jay Cutler in Chicago. And I'm pretty sure if any of us had to be an NFL coach, we would not want to have to try to coach Jay Cutler. 3rd and 1 for Green Bay at the San Diego 45-yard line. Flat pass right to Mike Wallace. Gets a short yardage defense. Tannehill's got a very fine card, and 4 on Tannehill's card is complete. That's 9 yards and a first down, and we have a player down in the field. Injuries can be huge here, and it is Mike Wallace, the wide receiver for Green Bay. He'll be out for the rest of the game, it looks like, as they carry him off the field. Kenny Britt steps in. Really not much drop-off there from Mike Wallace to Kenny Britt, if at all. You see Tannehill is virtually maxed on flat pass wrong, except for the interception split, which is on 11. So anytime Ron can get a flat pass wrong, he'll like that. And the San Diego outside linebackers are only 4s. So that's why TJ brought that safety up a couple plays ago, and he'll probably do a lot of that and take a chance down the field. Really, Forte might be the only guy who has to worry about deep. Look, if you have 6s at corner, you can throw anybody deep. I'll give you no men there as long as I get pass. 5 pass left to Kenny Britt. If the safety is up, linebacker in zone 1 of 5. 1 yard. Earl Thomas, the safety is 6. So TJ, undaunted, says, I'm going to bring that safety up because I fear Ryan Tannehill's flat game, not his deep game. 2nd and 9 Green Bay at the San Diego 35-yard line. They're driving. Started this drive at their own 20 after a touchback following a Charger field goal. They've been getting some flat. They got a couple of good short pass completions. So it really did the big 3rd down to Mike Wallace. And I can't remember something else. Some flat passing. As I said, Ron's been building with the team for a few years. They were terrible when he took them over, I believe. When he took them over, they were okay a year or two, and then they had to be blown up. But they just had very little left. He went into a lengthy rebuild, and it's been going pretty well for him. So did a very nice job with that, patience and drafting. Ryan Tannehill got a great end run card. Defense gets his pass. Mario Williams, defensive end 6 on that side. Ron wants his own card on Tannehill. He's a 1, 2, 3. There it is. 4 is a short gain as another player goes down in the field. But Tannehill is going to get all the way down to the 20-yard line. That is a 15-yard pickup, but a big loss for Green Bay on the play as offensive tackle Lane Johnson goes out. He is the right tackle, and he was a 6'4", or 6'5". Okay, DJ Fluker comes in, so he loses the run blocking down to a 4, but Fluker was a 5 pass block. He'll still have his hands full with Mario Williams. Montana's got the nice end run, 4, 6, 7 short gain. So 11 is plus 30, 2 is plus 40. You probably don't want to look too much at the end run. Right, off tackle for Matt Forte to the left. Green Bay down to San Diego 20. Defense guessing run. Forte gains 2 yards. I need to bring up my box about what these guys have done so far on the game. And so far today, 6 carries, 23 yards for Matt Forte. Not bad in the first 10 minutes of the contest. So second 8 Packers at the Charger 18-yard line. They had a very, very nice drive here. Again, I'm going to remind you, TT has those good pass defense cards with 4 men inside the 20. I think that's a 2-7 pick on the 9. I have 3 minutes, 2-5, 11-12 are incomplete. I looked at that reading earlier. Terrence West checks back, and I don't think he's carried the ball yet. Ron sprinkling West in and out of action. I think West may have had, West had well over 100 carries last year, so he is not limited in any way outside of running back fatigue. And that's leaves off tackle right to Terrence West. Stevens gets his run, but nobody there. And West has a good right call with solid yardage. Let's see what happens here on second 8. And there you see 6 plus 3. West has got nice yardage there, very solid yardage. Sets up 3rd and 5 for Green Bay at the San Diego 15-yard line. I think Green Bay's kicker is a little shaky, but from this distance, as long as it's not Blair Walsh, he should be fine. It's Mike Nugent, who goes 2-11, 2-11, 2-9, 2-9, 2-3. TJ's club with the advantage in virtually every category that you look at in this matchup. But it's not like Ron is a bad team. Ron's got a pretty decent team. 3rd and 5, so I didn't think it happened. And Ron goes 3 wide. Now Lewis Murphy is Kenny Britt's still the 3rd receiver because of the injury. Lewis Murphy in the starting role. He had 31 catches, 12.3. I didn't even know he was still in the league, reading the NFL. And Ron's going with the pistol. TJ responds with his nickel, 4-6-4. In the linebacker slot, you imagine he's going to bring a free safety up to plug one of these outside flats. Probably the move rather than double teaming. We'll see. The pace slow and deliberate, but it's a big game. TJ had a great team for many years, wants to get some postseason success after Colin Kaepernick's career fell apart. It looked like that was going to be a dynasty team for TJ until Kaepernick struggled, but now he picked up Tom Brady and he's back. It's a flat pass right to Mike Evans. There's 2 men there, and defense gets a pass. But 6, and Ryan Tannell's guard is complete for 7 yards. And it's a first down for Green Bay at the San Diego 8. Would have been complete even on the double team. I found that 6 seems to be a very popular number for a flat pass double team completion on these quarterbacks. Of course, if they have it on right and wrong. Not like Cam Newton in the game last night. First and goal at the 8 for Green Bay. 4:12 to go in the first quarter, trailing 3-0. But they're looking to take the lead here. The San Diego defense very tough in the red zone, I would imagine, with 6s on the lines, and these guys have got to run grades on the secondary and 4 men. So we'll see. First and goal, the short pass, Matt Forte. 4 men in zone. Defense gets his pass, and it's incomplete on the defensive guard. Look at that 4-man column on the short pass. Good. 3, 4, 5, 11 are just pure incomplete. You've got 5, so you got 13 receiver chances, 1 automatic completion, and 7 defender units, and a split 2-7 and 12 pickoffs. That's a tough card to get going on. But Ron's being aggressive, saying, I don't want to settle for the field goal. Short pass, Richard Rodgers, defense gets his run, so it's wrong. Tannehill's got 19 completions, 7 is a touchdown, 10 yards from Ryan Tannehill to Richard Rodgers, and the Green Bay Packers take a 6-3 lead over the Chargers here with 3:36 to go in the first quarter. And that was the vaunted right, wrong, and double teamed complete. So nothing TJ could have done there, even if he had guessed the play correctly or double teamed. The extra point is up and good by Mike Nugent, and the Packers lead 7-3. Late first quarter, 3:36 to go in the SOMIFA quarterfinal game. The kickoff goes into the end zone deep for a touchback, And Ron is going to want to see as much of that as he can, because TJ's number one kick returner is CJ Spiller, who has a touchdown on 4. And Ron's opponent kick return gives up, I think, 32 and 29 yards on 7 and 8. So TJ will be running out all kicks because Spiller's got like 27 yards or something like that on a 6, so he must run it out if it's 8 or 9 yards deep with that 4 touchdown in a week opponent kick return. Handoff left, Justin Forsett. Defense against his pass. Defensive tackle +5 or +36. And Terrence Knighton, pot roast. First time on a treadmill, no. He makes a play. That is a 5-yard gain for Justin Forsett. 4 carries, 11 yards. I played TJ early this year, first quarter of the season, and he's very patient with Forsett. He'll give him his 20-something carries, and it seems like inevitably he'll pop a 48-yard run. And with his defense, he doesn't need a lot. 2nd and 5. Of course, he got Tom Brady. Pitch out right to Forsett. Second time they've seen that against the defensive end 5. Now, Forsett loses yardage on wrong on his own card. Offensive onside guard, +8 to +3. That guard's only he's a 6. It's TJ Lang helping out his head coach, TJ, with a key block for an 8-yard gain. He's got 6 7s at guard, 5 7 at left tackle, 4 7 at center and right tackle. So a big gain of 8 yards for Forsett. He's got 5 carries, 19 yards. And a first down for the Chargers at their own 33. Long pass, Jordy Nelson. Nobody there, but defense gets his pass. Man-to-man gets a 5. 6 is incomplete on Tom Brady's card. Brady has 8 units of completion on right. That's the second bomb I think we've seen from TJ. Now, gone are the Rex Grossman days when he would throw a bomb every play that one season with Grossman. But he has been aggressive throwing it down the field. So we'll see if he gets rewarded at some point for not playing it too close to the vest. 2nd down and 10 for the Chargers at their own 33. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Flat pass left, Jimmy Graham is being double-teamed. And 7 is going to be incomplete on the defense, so good double team by Ron. That was a white die 6 with a 4 linebacker, so that would have been a short gain if Ron had not correctly double-teamed Mr. Graham. 3rd and 10 Chargers at their own 33. He's going to stay in that 2 tight end, 2 wide formation. And why wouldn't you when your 2 tight ends are Antonio Gates and Jimmy Graham? Each covered by 4. Justin Forsett, not much of a receiver in 3rd and long, I don't believe. I don't know what kind of pass blocking he has either. It's a 0-4. I don't think Ron has any asterisk. I think the pass rush is not too bad. He's got an 8. McCoy down to a 10. He does have an asterisk. Short pass, Jordy Nelson. He's being double-teamed by safety, extra safety, Jonathan Cyprian. And receiver with the double team is incomplete. And what would that have been on? Yes, right. That would have been a first down. So 2 straight key double teams, correct double teams for Ron, forcing San Diego to punt from their own 33 late in the first quarter. It's 7-3 Green Bay. 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Pat McAfee on for the punt. The ebullient punter for the Indianapolis Colts in the NFL. Likes to tweet a lot. It goes on NFL Network. And it's a 49-yard kick inside the 20. Anthony Thomas, an excellent punt returning card. 2 is a touchdown, and all the good returns. And he fumbles. A loose ball. Who's going to get it? Oh, my goodness. Green Bay has it. Oh, no. My goodness. Why did I say oh, no? Because I read it wrong. I was thinking San Diego had it. So that was a close one. So Green Bay was returned. You could see why I'm not getting paid to do this. Green Bay was returning the punt, receiving the punt. They have Anthony Thomas. I don't know why I thought he was on TJ's team. And Thomas fumbled the punt, but Green Bay was able to recover. And they'll take over at their own 17, 1st and 10. TJ needs a minute. You see that Thomas guard touchdown and 2. 5 is 28 yards. 6 is 16 yards. 3 is 9 yards. 9 is 8 yards. That's excellent. Boy. +1, +2, +6 on the opponent punt return. As I mentioned, TJ's got a really good all-around team, special teams, and everything. Looks like Dan has left the broadcast for now. But we still have people with us. Nathan and Tony, looks like. 7-3 Packers at their own 17. TJ has returned. Green Bay comes out in the 2 tight end. You're seeing that from both teams. It's a very popular formation in this league. really in all the SOMIFA leagues. It's just easier to find a second tight end who can do something, who can catch the ball a little bit. Well, those blocking backs can't do anything but block. Defense looking past the Matt Forte. There is a sixth linebacker there. A receiver gets wrong as an 11-yard pickup on Matt Forte's card. You see 9 is the only complete. Of course, he's one of the best receiving running backs of recent years. And another first down for Green Bay. 36 seconds to go. End of the first quarter. He's leading 7-3. Now with these linebackers, it could be, it's hard to try and say, well, there's a weakness in the San Diego defense. They're so strong, but 3 of those linebackers are 4s. But he's going to bring the safety up a lot and slide the guys around because he plays a 3-4, and the other inside is a 6. So it's not that much of a weakness, really. Does make it hard to bring guys up to the line of scrimmage, though, when you feel like you're going to be getting targeted from more flat passes. Flat pass left, Matt Forte. There's a man there. He's a 4. Defense guesses pass. Picked off 2-4. And Tannehill's guard incomplete on an 8. The dreaded flat pass interception. As we all know, that could go all the way. But it's usually a low split 2-4. But if you get it, those can be game changers, like any turnover can. But especially those flat pass interceptions. Both coaches having a moment of anxiety or excitement, depending on what side you're on, when you get that kind of split. And 2-4, like, hey, that's not a bad split. It's usually 2-3 and 12. Maybe I can get it. No, not this time. Second down and 10 Packers. He started throwing the ball a lot more in recent possessions. Terrence West checks in. Off tackle left, Terrence West. There's a man there. And 2, guess right, is a loss of a yard. And guess wrong, that would have been a 22-yard gain. I was the victim of that against somebody. Who did I play with Terrence West that hit me for a 22-yard run just recently? I think that was an autumn win game. I don't think I prevailed. So my team finished 8-8. Guess what? They're future-oriented, like so many of my teams are. My Salsa team will not be future-oriented. They're going to try and do well this year. 3rd and 11 for Green Bay. After the 1-yard loss, good run call by TJ on 2nd and 10, not allowing Terrence West to do his thing with the off-tackle short gains. Green Bay's had some success on 3rd down so far. Maybe a little frustrating for TJ. 3rd and 11. Kenny Britt, the 3rd receiver, covered by a 4. Bound for Chase a halfback, covered by a 4. Short pass, Kenny Britt being double-teamed. So this should be good for the Chargers. There is one blitz. 8 is incomplete. And that would have been a must-run. And Tannehill has a good must-run card. So a nice double-team by TJ. Sets up a 4th and 11. And Tressway will punt it to Philly Brown and a 2-back who I don't recall. It is a booming punt. 6 is 51 yards. That's going to be down to about the 22 if it doesn't bounce. And it is going to bounce, and it takes a Green Bay bounce down to about the 15. It'll be the 16-yard line. A 6-yard bounce in favor of the Packers. And the Chargers take over 1st and 10 from their own 16. San Diego lost 1 game all year. A 23-22 tight contest to Seattle. They won 2 other games, close games. So most of the games are blowouts. One of their close victories was a 21-16 victory over the Packers. So these teams did play in the regular season. End run right to Justin Forsett. Guess wrong. TJ played for the big hit. Gets an 8 on the defense, 12 yards. So nice run for Forsett, his best of the game. He's got 6 carries for 31 yards. And San Diego's got a first down up at their own 28. TJ will not give up on the run. He does a good job with that. He's really hoping to pop something on Forsett. And he often has. I mean, the guy's at like 6 or 7 or 8, like big run units. Long pass, Jordy Nelson. Single coverage against a 5. He wants something good here. And it's going to be a dump off instead. Brady checks down to Forsett for a 3-yard gain. Forsett looks like a decent receiver. The yardage looks very low there. But I bet his guess wrong card is nice. All those 7s on the San Diego offensive line. So that was only a 1-18 sack chance against Gerald McCoy. I think there was no blitz there because it still says he's a 10, I believe. 2nd and 7 Chargers, their own 31. Early second quarter of the SOMIFA quarterfinal. You already have the Pittsburgh Steelers with Ron Martin. And And who won that game I called last night? Off tackle left to Forsett gets wrong, running at the defensive tackle 5. And there it is, 4 in his card, a big run, 23 yards. Gets cross midfield into Green Bay territory. Not the biggest of runs. The 2, 3, 11, and 12 are much longer. But TJ will gladly take it. He wants to pot those. He just still will see time in the second half. He's a little bit of a high fumble number, but he's not nearly as hit as miss as Forsett. But charges the ball, 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 46. Forsett had a very fine year for TJ. And he used this type of card to effectiveness. Short pass, Jordy Nelson being double teamed this time as Ron responding. That would have been incomplete anyway on a right call. But Alshon Jeffrey on the other side is covered by a 4. So TJ has been avoiding him, assuming he's going to get double teamed a lot. He has been double teamed a fair amount. So he's been throwing at Jordy Nelson, covered by the 5 regularly. And that time Ron says, no, I'm going to double team Jordy Nelson. I'm just going to give you that. So good adjustment by Ron on defense there. And TJ will have to, well, he's got somebody he has to throw to. You don't have to throw to Jeffrey, but maybe throw to him occasionally. Sometimes I used to be guilty of that in the past, of ignoring my guy, because I knew he'd be double teamed. Flat pass right to Justin Forsett. Good call. Defense does call pass with a couple of double teams. But there's a linebacker there. Receiver guessed wrong, incomplete. You see the defense was double teaming the outside linebacker on the wide receiver Jordy Nelson. But that left Justin Forsett uncovered. So still a right call by the defense, but wrong on the receiver. And look at this flat pass wrong card. So many readings for first down yardage and good readings. 7, the only thing incomplete, and that's a TJ hit. Bad luck for him on that play, even though it was a good call. 3rd down and 10 for San Diego at the Green Bay 46. I wonder how aggressive TJ will be on 4th downs. If he gets to no man's land, if he gets 8 or 9 yards here. I know he's got the great defense. He likes to play that style of football. Maybe punt it, maybe play with the book. We'll see. Off tackle left, Justin Forsett against 3 wide. Offensive onside in 7 and 2. That's not going to get much. Jimmy Graham, not known for his blocking. He's a 4. It's only a 2-yard gain. And we'll see an out-of-bounds punt attempt here by Pat McAfee for the Green Bay 44 on 4th and 8. So Green Bay stops San Diego again. They've only allowed the field goal so far. And here comes the call from corner. This is kind of big here. Now let's see what TJ gets. It would have been a 50-yard reading. It's going to look like inside the 10, right around the 10, the 9-yard line. So a very fine call from corner punt of 35 yards. Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9, leading 7-3. 4 minutes into the second quarter of the SOMIFA quarterfinal. Gosh, who won that game last night? Who's even playing? I don't remember. Game's over. Move on to the next one. 1st and 10 for the Packers. That's driving me crazy. Tennessee, Seattle is tomorrow. Ed already played. Tim played. Tim won. Tampa Bay won. 12-4 against Zeb. That's right. So Tim Bolyer's Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Rob Martin's Pittsburgh Steelers, already in the semifinals. The winner here will join them, as will the winner of tomorrow's Seattle-Tennessee matchup. So many great coaches in this group of 8 here. Linebook Matt Forte, 1 linebacker there, but defense guessing pass. And linebacker in zone, -1 or +3, is a 1-yard loss. D'Amico Ryans is a 45 linebacker. TJ puts him on the line of scrimmage. Leaves CJ Mosley, the 64, back. And it worked out well that time on the linebacker. 2nd down at 11. Ron would have needed a draw play. Tough to call that on 1st and 10 for your own 9-yard line. But it's good to call some draws against his 3-4s because we all know the old trick. You put one guy up and he gets past. Flat pass left, Owen Daniels being double teamed by a linebacker. So that's not going to help. But flat pass right 10, incomplete on Tannehill's card. Tannehill has an excellent flat pass card, pretty much maxed out, as I said earlier, except for the interception split. And now it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Packers at their own 8-yard line. And I believe the Packers punter has a block on his card. I looked over these teams real quickly before we started the broadcast. TJ wants to stop badly. 3rd and 11 Green Bay at their own 8-yard line.
On the back of my neck and on my arms so to stand up.
Whoever just joined me, please mute your microphone, Dan, if you can. Your microphone. Top middle of the screen, Dan. Short pass Owen Daniels on 3rd and 11. 3 double off, receiver incomplete. And Green Bay's going to have to punt. I see no flag on the field. 4th and 11 for their own 8. Tressway. He's got a very good punting guard, but the opponent returns aren't great. And Philly Brown is the one back for the Chargers, so this could be big. And he got a block. 12 here could be a touchdown. 5 is a 53-yard punt. So if there's no bounce, that's going to be down about the 39-yard line. Another bounce in Green Bay's favor. That's about a 7-yard. It looks like the animation. Yes, it is. So you get a 60-yard net punt from your own 8. That helps quite a bit. And San Diego take over yet again. This is becoming a defensive type of a ball game. 9:36 to go in the first half. 7-3 Packers. We've seen Justin Forsett get a lot of handoffs. We've seen some long pass attempts from Brady, mostly to Jordy Nelson. And San Diego's had the one good drive, really, on their first possession, and a 23-yard run from Forsett later on. Pitch out right to Forsett. No linebackers there again. 8 plus 12 on the defense. Justin Forsett's getting some things done here in this playoff game for the Chargers. He now has 9 carries for 68 yards. It's the second time he's hit a plus 12. He popped the plus 23. So it's 1st and 10 Green Bay, 1st and 10 San Diego at their own 44. San Diego has one of the best kickers in the set. I think maybe the best kicker, Matt Bryant, for field goals. And it's a long pass, Alshon Jeffrey. Single coverage against the 4. Nobody back there. Defender X a long gain. This could be a touchdown if he beats the 4. Does not beat the 4. Rolls a 4 in the wide thigh. Finally got what he wanted. Single coverage on Alshon Jeffrey deep as Ron's been aggressively double teaming. Gets the defender X a long gain against the 4. But oh, Captain Munderland makes the play for the Packers and prevents a huge gain and possible touchdown to Alshon Jeffrey. Tom Brady now 3 for 9, 21 yards. And there was an injury on the play. Outside linebacker Trent Murphy for the Packers. He'll be out for the game, but there's a 4 now in his place. Alex Okafor. So I'm sure that Murphy probably had a better run grade than that 0, but not a terrible replacement at all. I don't know if that was a depth design or just the way the roster shook out. But you get 2nd and 10 now. Ron's had 3 injuries already. Mike Wallace, Lane Johnson, and Trent Murphy. Lane Johnson probably the worst of the 3, but really none of them too debilitating based upon the backups he's had, including DJ Fluker, offensive right tackle. 4-5. 2nd and 10 charge. 8:42 to go. Handoff left to Justin Forsett. Defense gets his pass. Offensive onside tackle, 8-3. That guy is a 5, I think, and he misses the block. That was Donald Penn, the 5'7" for the NFL's Oakland Raiders. So it's only a 3-yard gain. So 2 bad results there on the white die readings. You had a defender X versus a 4, and he made the play. And an offensive tackle 5 for 8 plus 3, and he did not make the play. So he was not helped out there by the Strat guys, and hopefully they'll redeem him with a 3rd down conversion on 3rd and 7. 8 minutes to go in the first half, 8:06 to be exact. Chargers at their own 47, 3rd and 7. 2 tight ends. He's run the ball twice in 3rd and long here. I'm not a fan of that right here. Looking past to Justin Forsett. He's not double teamed. There's a 5 there. The 6 is a 5-yard completion. I dare say TJ's being a little too conservative on the 3rd and long. It's not like he's facing a great pass rush. You know he's going to get picked off, but you got Tom Brady. You can't double team everybody. Throw sometimes. You got great pass blocking. You might get a dump off. 4th and 2, call from corner punt coming in from the 48. The worst scenario here is that he loses yardage off it and the computer lets Anthony Thomas return it, which he might be headed for. It looks like about a 38-yard coffin corner punt. Looks like Thomas has a chance to field it. He got the red card down on the 10-yard line, and he gets only a 2-yard return thanks to the outstanding coverage units of the San Diego Chargers. +1, +2, +6. And again, Green Bay's been inside their own 10. 1st and 10 from their own 9 for the Packers. Defensive ball game. 7:12 to go first half. 7-3 for the Pack. Terrence West starts this drive in the backfield, which I think makes some sense. Much more dangerous running threat. Also gets better yards, guessed right. He's only going to run it inside, but that's not really too much of a problem, I would say. TJ could be feeling a little frustrated. We'll see. Off tackle right to Terrence West. There's a linebacker there. It's looking good for the defense here. 7 is no gain for West. That would have been a short gain on wrong. TJ has certainly called a fair amount of run here, not conceding it by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think we've really seen a long pass attempt. We saw the one attempted Matt Forte from the Packers. Otherwise, but they've done a fair amount of short passes, so they're not going to let him sit with his front 7 and put 8 men in the box and flood the flats and all that stuff. But that'll at least make him think about at least a short pass zone. Second 10 Packers 0-9. End run right, Ryan Tannehill, second time. There's a linebacker there. 7 and Tannehill's cause. It's going to be another first down. There's a flag on the play. We'll watch and see what this is. I smell a personal foul incoming. And yes, there it is. Of course, there was a 16-yard short gain for Ryan Tannehill. His second run, designed run for a first down. Now, he only has 2 more left, but he used it wisely, used it well there. And there was a 15-yard face mask on the defense after that, turning that into a 31-yard play for the Packer offense. Started at their own 9. That's a risky play for your own 9. You could lose like 7 yards. But the Strat is quoting these end run rights a lot better for the quarterback than they used to. That's more like a halfback end run right for Tannehill. It's a short pass, Richard Rodgers. Guess pass on 1st and 10. And Tannehill, no, guess wrong. My bad. 6 is complete for a 12-yard gain, and the Green Bay is across midfield all of a sudden. They were just at their 9-yard line. Second down and 10. They get the 16-yard run, 15-yard personal foul, 12-yard pass, and bang. They're at the San Diego 48. 6 minutes to go in the first half, leading 7-3. The Chargers will get the kick to start the third quarter. Now, I don't know who plays who based upon who wins this game. Short pass, Matt Forte being double-teamed by Earl Thomas. But Tannehill checks down to a secondary receiver. And it's a 7-yard completion. And it looks like that was to someone I cannot identify right now. There we go, Richard Rodgers. Thanks to the So Far Today box. 2nd and 3, Green Bay at the San Diego 41. TJ's probably going to be feeling a little bit tense here right now. You had the 15-1 team. It's not like he's really done anything wrong so far today. He's just losing, which happens. And it's a long game. And I think he's been patient, and this has happened to him. This kind of happened to him a little bit in my game against him earlier this year. I was leading him in the second quarter. Play action pass, long pass to Richard Rodgers, who's covered by a 4. Defender X to plus 27. Ron trying to get down inside the 20, and he's got it. Richard Rodgers beats the 4. The outside linebacker, Paul Kruger, with a white die 5 for a 27-yard pickup down to the San Diego 14. Remember, TJ did not beat the defender 4 for a long gain. And here, Ron does beat the defender 4 for a 27-yard pickup. 1st and 10 Packers at the San Diego 14-yard line. Green Bay, I believe, is the lowest seed. They were 9 and 7. Everyone else had 10 more wins. So they would play the highest remaining seed, which would be either Seattle or Pittsburgh, I think. I think Pittsburgh. Oh, I think they lost some games. But Seattle, Pittsburgh, or Tampa Bay probably, if Green Bay were to pull off the upset. While San Diego would host the lowest remaining seed. And that's probably going to be either Pittsburgh or Tennessee if Tennessee wins tomorrow. Off tackle left for Terrence West. Defense guessing run. No linebackers there. 12 is no gain. It feels like every time that Ron has run it, well, only within 1 yard I'm wrong. Feels like every time Ron has run it with Terrence West, TJ has been there with the right call. And you see 4 carries for 2 yards for Mr. West, who I'm sure had a fine year for Ron. I didn't look over his stats too closely. 2nd down and 10, Green Bay at the San Diego 14. 4:12 to go in the first half. Off tackle left to West again. Defense resting wrong this time. And 9 on Westcott is a big 7-yard pickup, which will set up a 3rd and 3 for the Packers at the San Diego 6. This is Westcott, I'm wrong. So he's low in the draft file because he cannot run end run at all. But you focus on those linebacker off tackle columns, and they are pretty sweet. 3rd and 3, especially for a modern back. 3rd and 3, Green Bay at the San Diego 7. They go full house with Matt Forte, Terrence West, and Will Johnson. Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback. Double tight end, Richard Rodgers, Owen Daniels. He'll be 6'5", on the line book here. And that's maybe a safer play. Although he's looking at a defense that is 5'6". It's Dallas Smith, not C.J. Mosley, my bad earlier. That's the inside linebacker, pass 6 for San Diego. But it's a 5'6" interior. Linebacker Terrence West. He's got a good card on right. 3rd and 3. Defense gets him pass. Linebacker right part of zone. 0+4. And the veteran Darryl Smith with a 5 against the run is a 6'5" inside linebacker. Makes the play to prevent a first down, keep Green Bay out of the end zone, and force a short field goal attempt. It'll be Mike Nugent, the creamy caramel of Mike Nugent, trying the 24-yard attempt, and it is good. And the Packers take a 10-3 lead, but TJ's got to feel like, okay, it could be worse. I dodged a bullet. Now let's get back to playing football. CJ Spiller, the one back, that's who you want to receive this kick. And it's going to be 5 yards deep in the end zone. He's definitely going to run this out with Spiller. And the opponent kick return is weak. So it's like a 32-29, I believe, on Green Bay. At 4 is a touchdown for Spiller. We're anxiously awaiting the animation. And CJ takes it out 27 yards on a reading of 6. So you see, even if he kicks it 8 or 9 yards deep, with the opponent 32, 27, 19, and Spiller's touchdown of 4, Spiller will be taking it out all night long. Hopefully not too often. You don't want to be receiving kickoffs for the rest of the night. You're not going to win too many games that way. But the two-back I don't think is that good for the Chargers. 10-3 Packers. And the SOMIFA's number one scoring offense has only 3 points through the first quarter of football. 2:24 to go. They will receive the kick. They try to put a drive together here. Flat pass right, Antonio Gates. And that's a killer for TJ. That would have been a 20-yard pickup on the white die 6. And instead, illegal procedure is called against the Chargers, wiping that out and pushing them back 5 yards. So it's 1st and 15 in San Diego at their own 17. Now, that was a play, of course, that did not run any time off the clock. I think that's like a pre-snap penalty. They pull the whistle dead right away, so the 20-yard never would have happened. We don't know would. Short pass, Jimmy Graham, 1st and 15 for the 17. Tom Brady is sharp, 3 plus 12 for first down. Not a first down, 2nd and 3. Brady sharp on that pass. Not been particularly successful so far, but it's been a lot of long passing. Guessed right, and things like that. He's only 5 for 11 for 38 yards. Colin Kaepernick could do that. That's not what you want out of Tom Brady. 2nd and 3 for San Diego at their own 29. TG is patient. So you might see Justin Forsett here. Just don't get the -2. Maybe run a line buck if you're going to run it here. And then call a timeout or hurry up or something. And run right for Justin Forsett on 2nd and 3. And 8 is no yards. Look at this bizarre long card he has. 2, 3, 9, and 12. 9 is plus 29. He's got 8 units of 29 yards or more. But both 5 and 7 are -4 are wrong. So on 2nd and 3, that's going to be a risky play, but you got Forsett. That's the way you got to play with him. You know, TJ's not shy, but handing the ball, giving him his opportunities, and it's worked out for him during the season. And a little bit today as well. 3rd and 3, 1:52 to go. That's risky. Green Bay call timeout? Right, I don't know. I don't like that. Flat pass left, Jordy Nelson, who's double teamed. It's incomplete. And another white die 6, another successful team of Jordy Nelson. So Ron Wood, first timeout call. And TJ fast clicking through to the punt menu. Too much Pat McAfee on the field for the Chargers tonight. So 52-yard kick is going to be down inside the 20, the two-back. There's no one there as the ball bounces over their head. I guess they misjudged it. Some unusual animation there from the folks at Strat-O-Matic. And it bounced 3 yards in favor of the Chargers, resulting in a 55-yard net punt. Green Bay takes over 1:37 to go in the first half, leading 10-3. Chargers get the ball to start the second half. So we'll see how aggressively Ron does this. I think you're going to see some running, some flat passing. Maybe if he hits something big for a short gain or 20 yards or something, then he'll think about really challenging, but we'll see. He's staying at 3-4. Off tackle left to back for Tay. No linebackers there. Defensive nose tackle, that'll be 4 yards against Don Terry Poe. TG with that defensive line going 6-6-6. So 12 on the defense, 12 for pass rushing and defensive ends. They're both asterisks, which is overkill, but they're both 12s. That's the important part. 2nd and 6 pistol for Green Bay. Looks like they did not even go hurry up there, which is the right move. I think 107 to go against this defense. You're leading 10-3. I'd probably not be too aggressive either. You don't want to end up having to punt it back to him. He's got a decent punt returner. Big play offense. He's going to hand the ball to Justin Forsett. A lot of potential nightmare scenarios there. And you're the underdog, and you're doing well to be up 10-3. You don't want to risk an end-of-half disaster. 8 carries, 26 yards for Forte, rather. Off tackle left to Forte. No linebackers there. 6 on his guard to first down. Now you might think about running a hurry-up or calling a timeout. He only has 2 timeouts left, so I think a hurry-up might be in order. Forte gets the first down. Let's see what he chooses. Hurry up would leave 45 seconds on the clock. Timeout would leave 1. He does hurry up. 45 seconds left, 2 timeouts at his own 26. He's thinking he needs about 43 yards to get into field goal range, because we determined earlier that Mike Nugent is weak on the deep kick, 2 to 3, I believe. Now what's he do? I recommend a flat pass to Matt Forte. You might see some linebacker blitzing, but you've seen already. You might see some double teaming down the field. Off tackle left, Matt Forte. And offensive onside guard, +7 and +2. 7-yard run, Orlando Franklin. You might see a spike the ball here or a timeout. The hurry up would be practically a giving up because it gets you down to only 22 seconds left. And, yep, Ron's going to play to try to score. I think it's the right move given the way this drive is unfolding. Time management's so important. He's down to one timeout, but a 2nd and 3 at his own 33, 37 seconds left. So running the ball with Forte here in this 2-minute offense. And he's been running inside where he can run draws. And TJ daring Ron to throw deep, staying at 3-4 with only 37 seconds left in the first half. No respect for Tannehill downfield. And he's got this great secondary and then the good pass defense. So that's an interesting gamble, not a bad gamble. Does want to give a 21-yard run on a box reading rather. Off tackle left to Forte. This time there's a linebacker there. So Ron wants his own card, something decent. And 6 is a 6-yard gain. Penalty on the play. And, oh, God. Another personal foul, the second one. Slaying the Chargers. And what looked like, a drive that would probably end well short of field goal range or maybe get into 2-3 territory is suddenly at the San Diego 46 on the 15-yard personal foul with only 30 seconds to go in the half. Now, Nugent, I think, is about 2-9, we said. 23-32. Ron would like to get down to the 29, ideally, around there. So he's got 17 yards in 30 seconds. I'm sure he'll take getting to the 32 and subjecting himself to the vagaries of the variable field goal rule. I like that rule, so that was not meant to be negative or snarky, although I immediately recognized that the tone would have come across as such. 1st and 10, Green Bay at the San Diego 46, leading 10-3. I hate to see these big penalties be so impactful. So let's see what happens here. So Rashad Matthews, a third wideout. We got a 3 wide, 1 halfback, and TJ again staying 3-4. And he had a short pass to Kenny Britt, Foreman in his own, 1 linebacker blitzing. Ryan Tannehill looking and finds Britt for 12 yards in a first down. Down at the 34-yard line of San Diego, and Kenny Britt got out of bounds. 22 seconds left, 1 timeout in the first half. Green Bay up 10-3, 10-11 for 18, 115. A touchdown, no interceptions. And Green Bay needs only another, couple of yards to be in 2-9 range. But Ron has played this game aggressively. He's not been. Sometimes you play the superior team, and they got a great defense, and maybe you get a little timid with your play calling. I don't want to take any chances. I don't want to make it easy for him. Ron's thrown a few bombs. He's been aggressive. He's coached like you're going to normally coach. And TJ hasn't done anything wrong. He's done fine. It's just the things are going against him right now. So Ron goes 3 wide again, and TJ goes 3-4 again. I can't say I don't think I like either one of those moves. Long pass back for Forte. Nobody there. He's covered by 4. This could be a huge play in the defense's card. And it's intercepted 2-5 and 12. Incomplete. Well, that's the second time today that TJ has given Ron a long pass, no-man look of Matt Forte defended by 4. And that would have been picked off if TJ had left the guy back there. But he is steadfastly sticking to his 3-4 against a 3 wide here in the final 35 seconds of the first half. Gutsy call by Ron. 2nd down and 10 Green Bay. And see, that was Ron saying, okay, everyone knows I only need a couple of yards to get a field goal range. Maybe he's going to sit on my front day. He's going to think I'm going to go up close, although his free safety can't even go beyond the short pass zone. So I'm going to throw it deep. And he threw it deep. Flat pass right to Mike Evans. There's 1 linebacker there. 15 seconds to go. 1 timeout. 6 on the white die. It's going to beat the defender. Big 20-yard pickup. Mike Evans on the 6 white die and a 10. Gets a 20-yard gain on the defense's card. And now Ron's at the San Diego 14-yard line with 8 seconds to go in the half. He's got 1 timeout. If he does not kick a field goal here, and then he gets a penalty on the field goal attempt, he won't get a chance at anything. But like I said before, he's been aggressive. Well, a touchdown, he would be huge. 17-3, are you kidding me? Brings in Terrence West, who's got the short game at 6 and 7 off tackle, giving the defense something to think about. He's got Ryan Tannehill already has run for 2 short games on the end run. Mike Evans and Kenny Britt have got good yardage on their receiving cards. So you can throw a short pass to one of them and hope for a receiver reading. I think he's going to run it. I think it's going to be Ryan Tannehill on the end run because he's already popped the short game twice. He's hot with it. Terrence West has done nothing. I feel like I don't want to waste Ryan Tannehill's end run. He's only got 2 left, but is it wasting it? Trying a touchdown with 8 seconds to go in the first half to go up 17-3 on a team that's 15-1. Short pass to Mike Evans. Foreman there. He wants a receiver reading and having to get in the end zone if he gets it. Receiver gets right 3. Touchdown, Mike Evans. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Tannehill with Foreman in zone against the pass, so gets a receiver reading on the defense to cap of an unlikely 91-yard, I believe, touchdown drive in the final 2 minutes of the first half. And almost every catch, well, 8 and 11 wouldn't have been. So there were so few things he could get there to get that touchdown, and he got it. And TJ's got to be just distraught, beside himself here at the misfortune that he's had with 2 personal fouls and misses the defender extra long gain 4, and the guy gets all this stuff, the 20-yard flat pass, and to come down and go up 17-3. At halftime. TJ is going to take a moment, and I don't blame him, because I would need at least 2 moments if I was in this position. And TJ really has not coached really badly or anything like that. I don't like him giving those shots to Matt Forte down the field. There's only been 2 of those. But I mean, on Tannehill's squad, there's nothing much going on there. And on 3rd and long, a couple of times, he was pretty conservative, did some running plays, but that was when the game was 7-3, 3-0. But he's going to need some Tom Brady magic in the second half. Orson Justin for a big runs. He's gotten them in the past. As you see, the audience is riveted. This might be our largest audience of the season, by which I mean 3 guys. Anthony, Dan, and Nathan. Hopefully this will be good for the ratings when we look to renew the broadcasting contract. Green Bay kicks it off down to the 3-yard line to start the second half, and C.J. Spiller takes it out 25 yards up to the 28. And it is 17-3 Green Bay. The Chargers have been across midfield twice. Hit the field goal once, punted once. That's what they stats for losers, but 234 yards of offense for Green Bay, 109 for the Chargers. And it's mostly been behind Justin Forsett. Tom Brady, 5 of 12 for 38 yards. Justin Forsett, 11 carries, 71 yards. And we're back to action. Justin Forsett is the halfback. You'll see a little bit of C.J. Spiller, I believe, this half, if my early season game against TJ is any indication. Forsett has a fair amount of carries. I think at least 20 healthy. Let's see what number he's got. He's got 13 more. We'll take a right to Forsett. Defense gets his pass. No linebackers there. Offensive onside end, 7 or 2. Antonio Gates is only at 4. That's only a 2-yard pickup. Second knee. Ron went aggressively blitzing that time. I feel a little badly for TJ. You don't want to see his team is going to limp through this game. Such a great team and such a great season. Second and 8, 17-3 Chargers at their own 73 Green Bay. Chargers at their own 30-yard line. Pitch out right, Justin Forsett. Offensive onside guard, he's a 6. That's 8 yards in a first down. TJ Lang, I got the name right this time. And it's a first down for San Diego. 13 carries, 81 yards for Justin Forsett. It's down to 11 for 2 carries, but C.J. Spiller at least is another back. And I think we might have somebody else also. Lorenzo Taliaferro, perhaps? I don't recall. That game was, I think, a first quarter or second quarter game that I played against him. 13 carries, 81 yards for Forsett. Off tackle left for Forsett. Guess wrong. There's a 5 there. 8 on the defense, plus 10. Forsett is at a 23-yard run. He's hit a couple of plus 12s. He's hit the plus 10 now. He's hit the 8s on the defense a few times. Had a couple of good blocks. And that's why he's got 14 carries for 91 yards. And TJ being patient, and here you go. 17-3 at his own 48. If he can come down the field and get a touchdown here, boy, he'd have to feel a lot better about his chances, wouldn't he? Start to get a little confidence. All right, we can do this. I can make it happen. Long pass, Jimmy Graham. Defense blitzes everybody. Graham is, I think, not covered because the right outside linebacker supposed to cover him. Intercepted 2 to 6 and 12. Picked off. the Green Bay defense picks off the Panthers in for Jimmy Graham. Let's see what kind of return they get down for their own 22, already leading 17-3. And no gain on the return. Anticlimactic after the setup. Free safety Nate out, intercepted 2-6 and 12. Ron saying, I'll leave my free safety back there. He's enjoying throwing deep. Not going to give him extra long games. Not going to reduce interception chance. That's the first turnover of the game as Tom Brady is 5 of 13 for 38 yards, no touchdown, and 1 interception. Maybe TJ's going to go a little more West Coast now. I'm not sure what to tell him. Should pass Mike Evans. Play action with 3 minutes. Got the great receiver card. And wrong on Tannell's card. It's complete for 7 yards. Ryan Tannehill playing good football. 14 of 22. 159 and 2 touchdowns. Got a couple of runs for first down yardage and was the victim of a personal foul. And he's out playing Tom Brady right now. TJ's like, I could have traded for Tannehill a lot cheaper than Brady. What's going on here? 17-3, maybe not. Well, probably yes. 17-3 for Green Bay. Off tackle left, Terrence West. Nobody did. I guess wrong. 6 in Terrence West card. Short gain. First down yardage. The Green Bay Packers have just crossed midfield in the third quarter of this SOMIFA semifinal. A 9-7 team against 15-1. And right now they're having their way with the 1-loss Chargers as Terrence West picked up a 19-yard short gain. First and 10 Packers at the San Diego 49-yard line. Now remember, Ron was aggressive in the first half. Ron was aggressive before the half. We're going to see a long pass around here. Go for the juggler and the touchdown? Or is he just going to keep doing what he thinks is right? Maybe he's going by field. Flat pass right to Owen Daniels. Defense guesses wrong, but there's a linebacker 6 there. This could be a very fine play for Tannehill. Receiver guessed wrong. Plus 11. Owen Daniels, old, reliable. Same card every year, but it's not a bad one. And he catches it for 11 yards, still blocking 4. I don't even have to look. I can just tell you. I'm sure there he is, yes. Of course he's blocking 4. He's Owen Daniels. He's blocking 4 every year. He's always incomplete in the flat pass wrong. Come on. Get out of the program, guys. First and 10 for Green Bay at the San Diego 38. They are driving. Any point to be very helpful. A touchdown would just be huge. But any points are very helpful. I would say go a little conservative now. Don't go for the jugular. 20-3, you're playing great defense. I like that. I know the field goal is not a gimme. If you play conservative, I hate the one thing. When you play conservative, then you miss the field goal, or you hate that. Play action to Kenny Brick. That's wrong. Short pass 3 men. He's got good yardage on the receiver card. Intercepted 2, so 8 is incomplete. That is the recent Strat innovation. I want to feel like it's only been a few years. I don't know when I first noticed it, but it seems like every starting quarterback practically in the set, his short pass wrong interception is like 2. Maybe because they got too many on the defense of the 9, especially in the draft leagues. I don't know. But unless you're Aaron Rodgers, then you have it on 12, not even on 11. Second down and 10 for Green Bay. Now they got to get to at least a 32 to try the field goal to make it 23. But Ron's hot. Another play action to Richard Rodgers. Defense guessing run again with Terrence West back there. Second 10 receiver gets wrong. 11-yard pickup. Richard Rodgers has a first down for Green Bay at the San Diego 27. Here come the Packers. Richard Rodgers, 6 catches, 74 yards and a touchdown. Who thought it? Who knew? Had the 27-yard catch against the defender, Paul Kruger, who struggles down the field, as you can imagine. He's more of a pass rusher. First and 10 Packers at the San Diego 27. Trying to pull off the upset and advance to the semifinals of SOMIFA. And Ron's a really good coach. I played against him for, probably almost 15 years. As long as it's been computer football, it feels like I played Ron. So at least 12, 13 years, I'd say. And he's a good coach. A great IFL coach with the old school football, suits his mentality more than 60s, early 70s style, but he has adjusted to the modern game quite well. Off tackle left, Terrence West gets wrong. 9-yard gain. Terrence West getting it going now. 8 carries, 37 yards. Second one, Green Bay at the San Diego 18. I think they've had 3 or 4 guess wrong plays in a row. TJ switches it up, mixes to the run. He's got the defense off balance on this drive. 2nd and 1 at the San Diego 18. He's also running clock. 9:18 to go in the third quarter, up 17-3. This drive started at the Green Bay 22, their own 22, after Nate Allen intercepted Tom Brady on a long pass attempt. There was no double team. It was a 7 on the defense's card, 2-6 and 12. 2nd and 1. We all know West has a good running card. Linebacker to Terrence West. Defense guesses run, but no linebackers there. Indeed, one linebacker vacated the zone, and 7 on the defense is a 7-yard gain And a first down. Terrence West, 9 carries, 44 yards. The Green Bay ground game getting going on this drive. The Green Bay passing game doing well on this drive. The Green Bay offense doing well on this drive. 17-3, first and 10 to San Diego 11. Only 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Ron has kept his foot on the gas pedal here. Go big or go home, Dennis Lee. Off tackle left gets wrong. Could be a short gain touchdown, a 6 or a 7, but instead it's a 4, 9-yard gain. A very good reading for Terrence West. Go West, young man. It is working. Second down and 1 at the San Diego 2. 10 carries, 53 yards for West. Full house backfield, double tight end. He will not run it, I promise you. Sorry, he will not pass it. I promise you. Well, I said he'll pass it. I highly doubt he's going to pass it here. And why would you? It's a good. You're gonna, come on. Pick a guy and run out the middle. Second and 1 from the 2. 8:06 to go. TJ has not really keyed, so I think he's just going to guess run. Linebacker Carlos Hyde, 2 linebackers in the zone. Offensive left guard, +3 or +1. Touchdown, Packers. Orlando Franklin made the key block. He's a 5, bumped up to a 6. Didn't even need it. And the extra point by Mike Nugent. Oh, that creamy caramel. It's up and good. 24-3 Packers over the 15-1 Chargers midway through the third quarter. Chargers could not get anything going on offense. And Ron just had a real good drive on offense. Here's a kick to the 4-yard line. The 2-back is Philly Brown. And he brings a good return out to the 36 on the Green Bay opponent kick return unit. And the time is now for the Chargers if they want to get things going and get back in this game and have a chance at saving their season. Down 24-3, highest scoring team in the league, best defense in the league. It has not been working out for them tonight. Frustrating. Short pass, Jimmy Graham. 3 men there. Defense getting pass. Jimmy's covered by an outside linebacker 4. Defender makes a short gain. He needs this one, and he finally gets something. As he beats the 4 for the short gain. An 18-yard pickup for Graham. And suddenly the Chargers cross midfield following the good kick return. They're at the Green Bay 46, down 24-3. Maybe a big run from Justin Forsett here can get them back in the game. I think you'll see an off tackle. Short pass, Alshon Jeffrey is not double-teamed. Covered by, he is double-teamed. But Brady wisely checks down to a secondary receiver, and that is a 6-yard pickup for Antonio Gates. 2nd and 4 as the Chargers going hurry up by clicking much faster now. Nothing else is working. Might as well go for that. He's got to be annoyed with the way this game is unfolded. 2nd and 4 off tackle right, Justin Forsett. There's a 6th defender there. 8 on Forsett's caught a loss of 2. Justin Forsett give it. Justin Forsett take it away. The guy has, 12 units of -2 or worse on his off tackle. Wrong. But he's been effective. He's hit the big run for TJ. 3rd and 6. Now here you might run it and then go for it on 4th and short. If you're so inclined. We've seen 2 runs and a flat pass in 3rd and longs earlier from TJ. Let's see what he goes for here, 3rd and 6. Well, shoot, you can go for 3rd and 6 and then go for 4th and 6. Off tackle left, Justin Forsett. No linebackers there. No tackle 5. 6 of Forsett's caught, no gain. TJ not the type to go for 4th and 6, I don't think. I think you'll see an out-of-bounds punt, a call from corner, and hope something good happens from there. But no, he will go for it. And look, this is pretty much now or never. 4:48 to go. 4th and 6. He's not going to run it here. I sure hope not. So Brady's going to have to pick out a target, throw a short pass. Look, maybe you get a dump off. You got 7s all over the place. So I think we'll see a short pass to somebody. Maybe a flat pass. I would throw short. You still have the dump off open, even if the guy double teams correctly. 4th and 6, San Diego, the Green Bay 42. Not much going right for the Chargers. Short pass, Antonio Gates. He's double teamed by Nate Allen, who already has the pick. Brady needs to fire this one accurately. Intercepted 2 to 6 and 12, incomplete. And the Green Bay Packers hold. They stopped the Chargers on 3rd and 6 and 4th and 6. San Diego looked like they had a little life temporarily. But now it's Packer football. 24-3 at their own 42. If the Packers don't turn the ball over and they don't give up like a big return for touchdown, they're in great shape to win this game. Off tackle left, Terrence West. No linebackers there. Guess right. West loses a yard this time, and they guess right call. And he's got more carries than you think. He had 171 last year. I just did a draft. I think that gets him like 20 unfatigued. I'll check when he comes back onto the field. 2nd 11 Packers are on 41. Matt Forte back in at running back, which screams to me that Ron might run the ball. I believe it was a flat pass to Forte. The old, let me bring in the lesser back and run it with him. Short pass, Kenny Britt, 3 men there. Defense gets the pass. Britt covered by 6. Tal's been sharp on these short passes today. Receiver rating incomplete. Kenny Britt with 16 short pass ratings. It's a 16-22 card with good yardage. As I'm sure Nathan could tell you from the studio audience. Because I believe he has Kenny Britt on probably multiple teams. Certainly at least one team. I know I've seen some Kenny Britt action for the Nathan squads. 3rd and 11 Packers at their own 41. They're leading 24-3. 9-7 Packers, 15-1 Charger. 3:36 to go. And CJ has not really coached a big game. It's just that Ron got on the last drive, had more fouls, but before that, not really. Just the rolls going his way, nothing going for the offense. The fouls hurting him, the penalties hurting him. One interception hurting him. And Ryan Tannehill's been sharp. Top even launching bombs and not getting them. 3rd down at 11 for Green Bay at their own 41. He's already hit a couple of big 3rd downs. Flat pass left for Rashard Matthews. There's a linebacker 4 there. This would be a killer. 7 gets right as a 4-yard gain. No penalty on the play. So the Packers play it safe. They take a couple extra yards that led to the punt. And Trey Way, comes out to punt. He does have a block there. San Diego goes for the block. 4th and 7. They're not going to give him a first down on the penalty. Unlikely. And it's an excellent pump by Way. This could be down to the 4-yard line. The 2-back not that good, so I think we'll see a bounce. So let's see what type of bounce it takes. Everything else has been a Green Bay bounce. This is at the 4-yard line. Isaiah Burst is pretty dreadful, so it's going to bounce. And it goes into the end zone. One very minor thing going TJ's way here. But we're still in the 3rd quarter, 24-3, 3 minutes to go. If you can get a nice 4 or 5 minute touchdown drive here, make it 24-10, and then play good defense, he'll be back in the game. He has the team to do it. I'd like to see maybe some flat passing. Maybe flat passing Justin Forsett. He's not going to get double teamed. Maybe some running. And right, Justin Forsett, nobody there. The linebacker vacated, so 8 box to be a 22 against defense. And he hits him, but there's a penalty. Oh, it's a 22 again. If this is on San Diego, will it come back? Who's the penalty going to be on? It is personal foul against Green Bay. Take that. A little payback from the Packers. Get tired of seeing their guys get pushed around by San Diego earlier. So Fitz, or a 22-yard pitch out to Justin Forsett on the 12-yard gain plus the box. The linebacker was double teaming down the field. And a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Green Bay. 37-yard pickup. Short pass Jimmy Graham. Single coverage. 3 men in zone. Dump off for 10 yards as the Chargers are getting going. Those 2 plays totaling 47 yards when you factor in the penalty. And now they're at the Green Bay 33. Down 24-3. 2:06 to go. Don't go all for it once here. You're having bad luck down the field. Off tackle right, Justin Forsett. And 5 in his card is a 3-yard loss. This card is so bizarre. 2nd and 13 for San Diego, the Green Bay 36. TJ clicking away. 18 carries, 100 yards for Forsett after the big 22-yard gain on the prior carry. 1:30 to go. San Diego can end this drive in a touchdown. Then we have a game. Long pass also on Jeffrey, double team by the linebacker. Right in the receiver's card. No man on the defense. Snake eyes. Long gain. Looks like the end zone touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey. No flags. Alshon Jeffrey was double covered by the linebacker. So that's going to be nullifying defender X. Double teaming on the quarterback's card. But right in the receiver and no man in zone. Does not automatically go into the zone. And he rolls snake eyes of the defense. Clean long gain. 36-yard touchdown. Finally a break for the Chargers. A big one. And it's 24-10. We're still in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff from Matt Bryant. That goes into the end zone for a touchback. So Green Bay's going to have to come out their own 20. As let's see if the Chargers can mount this comeback attempt. Looking for TJ. Can you win a game? Can you outscore a guy 14-0 for 1 quarter? That's all you got to do when you get to overtime. Yeah, you never think of it that way. You just think I got to stop him now. But since we're watching, we can think that way. And sure, can TJ outscore Ron with 14 in 1 quarter? Absolutely. So that's the way he's got to think about it. Terrence West has been playing well. Only 6 unfatigued carries left. Ryan Tannehill has 2 and runs left, I believe. Yes. Rod's keeping those in the old back pocket. He's used them on second down in like 10 or 11, including like from his own 9-yard line one time, I think. One of those was they were both short gains. One, I believe, was followed by a personal foul. Flat pass left. Terrence West guessed wrong. I like that call for Ron. And Tannehill hits it for 10, a 12-yard gain. First down, Green Bay at their own 32. I don't know what the first down count is right now, and I don't want to miss a play by clicking on it. But Green Bay is maybe moving the ball well. A lot of first downs. San Diego defense is letting down their head coach tonight. Pistol formation. Richard Rodgers and Terrence West having good games. You don't want to lose in the playoffs on account of the guys like that. Terrence West is a very good card, underrated. But I'm just saying, he's Terrence West. Dan knows what I'm talking about. Bobby Rainey style. Flat pass left by Kevin. Defense gets his run. You want a receiver reading here. Linebacker 6 out there. Defender -1 or +3. And if you get a defender reading against the Chargers, you're probably going to lose. Because they got 6s all over the place. And sure enough, Aqib Talib makes a nice play. And Mike Evans is brought down for 1-yard loss on the flat pass wrong. Defender reading, 2nd and 11. Tannehill 19 of 29, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, and very importantly, no interceptions. Evans 5 catches, 50 yards, had the big touchdown reception right before halftime. That really hurt. 24-10 Packers, 18 seconds to go, late third quarter. 2nd and 11, 130. Off tackle left, Terrence West, nobody there. 9 is a 7-yard gain. Penalty. And it's going to be offsetting. So the good gain for West is wiped off. Would have been 3rd and 4. And instead, we move into the fourth quarter at 24-10 Green Bay, 2nd and 11 at their own 30. Trying to pull off the upset against the San Diego team that just hit a big play touchdown on their last drive as they try to get back in this game. They need to stop in this possession and then put another 7 on the board. Got to get that stop first. Long pass, Matt Forte. Nobody there. The guy's covered by 4. It's guess right. It's the 3rd time. 4 on Tannell's guard is incomplete. Tannell's only 5 units of completion on long pass right, although the 5 must-run chances can net you, 6-7 yards or more. It's not the same as a long pass completion by any stretch of the imagination, but it's better than an incompletion. His interception split is 2 to 11. So there's 3 bombs to Matt Forte covered by 4. All guessed correctly, all within the minute zone. I'm not trying to make it sound like that's a great chance of succeeding, but it's risky if you've done the defense. It doesn't get receiver. So 3rd and 11 for Green Bay at their own 30. San Diego needs to get this stop on defense. They must have it. Rashard Matthews checks in as the 3rd receiver. Louis Murphy not ever left. Ryan Tannehill. There's a linebacker there to provide containment. Offensive onside M +2 or -1. I can't say I'm a fan of that play. To waste one of Ryan Tannehill's remaining end runs on 3rd and 11, which he did not really double team that much. Here's a punt from Trey Way. And another boomer. 62 yards on a 3 from his own 29. Trey Way's having a great game punting the ball. And down around the 9, Isaiah Burst will probably try to return this one. The defensive opponent coverage is not good. And I doubt if he lets it bounce, I don't think it's getting in the end zone. So he returns it for 6 yards out to the 15. Defense has +5, +9 long gain. Not the defense, but the opponent PR. You know what I mean. 1st and 10 Chargers down 24-10 at their own 15. 13:30 to go. They just need to get a good drive. Going long past Jordy Nelson. Defense gets his pass. Nobody there. He's coming by 5. He wants to get that 8 on Tom Brady. Intercepted 2 to 6 and 12. And it's picked off. Brady goes deep. It's intercepted by Green Bay in San Diego territory at the 45-yard line. And it's a 4-yard return. Nate Allen's 2nd interception of the game. And that is huge. Tom Brady, 9 of 19, 108, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Green Bay 24-10 has the ball at the San Diego 41. Linebacker Matt Forte. Defense gets his run is a 1-yard loss of Forte. 2nd and 11 at the 42. The Chargers defense has stepped up in a big way since that touchdown made it 24-10. And I think even a little before that, possibly. But so Green Bay needs to maybe still stay aggressive with the short passing that's been working for them. One first down here gets them a field goal and is a huge difference. Turns it into a 3-score game at 27-10. Nugent's only 2-9 from the 32. Terrence West checks back in. Second and long. 6 unfatigued carries left. 12:36 to go. The signal's coming in from the headset. Tannehill looking over the defense. Off tackle left, Terrence West. Defense gets his run. And 9 on Westcott is a 5-yard gain. Sets up 3rd and 6 for Green Bay at the San Diego 37. This will be an interesting call. Because Green Bay is in no man's land. If they're just passing at nothing, you can go for it in 4th and 6. You can punt it, but there's a good chance you get a touchback. He might run the ball here, but he knows that the defense knows that. Terrence West is in the game, who has his best rushing card. Earlier, Ron had a situation like this. They went deep when he knew that the defense would be thinking, the 8-man in the box type of scenario. Tannehill's been sharp with the short pass. I'd probably run it because you can still get yardage with West. Off tackle left for West. Defense gets his wrong. There's only one linebacker back there. Doesn't get the best reading. 10 is only 2 yards. But now you can go for it. 4th and 4 from the San Diego 35. Yes, you're winning by 2 touchdowns, but you got to go for it. Either you got to punt it and get a 15-yard net gain. 4th and 4, he's going for it. There you go. Terrence West is in the game. 13 carries, 59 yards. I think we'll see a pass here because West has been hot. West has been good. We all know he wants to run it with West, so he won't. He'll throw the ball. And TJ's been guessing a fair amount of run. I think you'll see a short pass. Short pass to Mike Evans. Defense calls run. 3 men in zone. Guessed wrong. And a receiver reading on Mike Evans, 9 is 18 yards and a big first down on 4th and 4. Ryan Tannehill connects to the rookie. Look at it. Ryan Tannehill, first-round pick a couple years ago for Green Bay as they were rebuilding, connecting to this year's first-round pick, Mike Evans, on a big 4th down as the Packers try and go from rebuilding towards semifinals. If they can get a victory here tonight, the slow, patient method of Ron the last 3 years paying off so far tonight. 18-yard pickup, 24-10 Green Bay. 1st and 10. Carlos side up the middle. Maybe only his second carry of the game. His first from beyond the goal line. And it's a 3-yard pickup as Don Terry Poe made the play. But the Chargers are in big trouble. 24-10 Packers. 10-12 to go. 2nd and 7 at the San Diego 14. They almost need a turnover or they can forget about it. Or a missed field goal. Linebacker Carlos Hyde up the middle, 2 men in zone. Defense calls run. And Hyde loses 2 yards on his own card. Interesting to see what he does with Chip Kelly out in San Francisco. 7.5 months from now. I'm always looking for the next season, always the future. Is there a game before that? Is there a game between? Oh, yeah, the Super Bowl. That's right. Carolina, Denver. 3rd and 9 for Green Bay at the San Diego 16. Look, I'm going conservative here. He went 3 wide, off tackle left, Terrence West. Defense gets his run. West gains 2 yards. I would have let Carlos Hyde run it. Don't want to waste those carries. 4th and 7. My team was 6 and 10. I'm giving advice to the playoff teams, including the guy making with a great upset in the making. Mike Nugent comes out for a 31-yard attempt. It's up and good. 27-10 in Green Bay. 4th quarter, 8:42 to go. Boy. Got it for bad for TJ. Second time in 3 years, 15-1. And he could be one and done. Kick down to the 5-yard line. Returned 29 yards by Philly Brown. Next year's card will say Corey Brown. Why would you not want to be Philly Brown? That's a great name. Corey Brown? You sound like an extra defensive back 0. I would stick with the Philly Brown. We can get someone on that. Maybe write a letter. 1st and 10, San Diego, they're on 34. Down 27-10, 8:06 to go. And run right, Justin Forsett. He needs a big run. He's got plenty on the card. He loses 4 yards. If he keeps this up, he'll go under 100 yards. He's been losing yards the last couple of times. He's down to 19 carries, 104. It's an all-or-nothing card, and the nothing really hurts you the wrong way. 2nd and 14. I bet we see him again, though. No, short pass, Antonio Gates. 4 men in zone as the defense plays nickel. Brady hits a 10-yard gain over the middle to Gates, setting up 3rd and 4 for the Chargers at their own 40. Chargers got into Green Bay territory in the last possession, about the 42, and they faced a 3rd and 6. but 2 incompletions from Brady, including one on 4th and 6, turned the ball to Green Bay, who marched down the field for the field goal to go 27-10. 34 charges, they're on 40, 7:30 to go. Off tackle left, Justin Forsett. He's been killing them in these situations, and he's killing them again. And he had some good runs early on, but in the second half, he's had numerous 2nd and 3, 3rd and 4 type of deals, and he just doesn't go anywhere. 4th and 4 for the Chargers. They're going to go for it, of course. 6:54 to go. Now, he's been running with Forsett left and right. It has not been working. But I think he might run it again because it's not a bad call. Guess wrong, despite all those negatives and the zeros. And he needs more than a first down anyway if he really wants a serious chance at winning this game. 4th and 4 Chargers. They're on 40. Defense nickel 3-3-5. It's a flat pass. Justin Forsett. He's double teamed. Defender X -3 or +3. Nate Allen with the double team. A brilliant play call by Ron, who's an excellent defensive coach. Justin Forsett has hardly seen him pass today. And in the 4th and 4, Ron says, I think he's going to throw flat to Forsett. He doubles. He throws flat. Incomplete. That was a white die 6. That's a long game if Ron does not double team. Wow. Oh, great play by Ron. Off tackle call us high runs for yard. And we're down to 6 minutes left. It's 27-10 Packers at the San Diego 39. I mean, this one's almost in the bank. Hyde's fumble number is 8.4. Tannehill snap number is 2.6. So there's a 1 in 100 chance of getting a fumble, then you got to recover it. So about a 1 in 200 chance of a turnover. Play action to Mike Evans. 3 men there. Complete for 12 yards to Tannehill. First down to Green Bay at the San Diego 27. 5:42 to go. Packers 27. Chargers 10. Tannehill 21 of 32. 225. 2 touchdowns. Mike Evans 7 catches, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. These 2 first-round picks of the Packers. Evans this year, Tannehill a couple of years ago. Paying dividends tonight. Look at best to Carlos Hyde. 2 men there. It's a dangerous play. 5 is incomplete. The defense gets run, but stood there. Nothing wrong with that. Every now and then. You got to feel bad for TJ. Did not really call a bad games. Had a lot of bad luck. And Ron called a real good game. Got to hand it to Ron, especially I feel like the second half. And we saw some of the play calls just now. 2nd and 10 for Green Bay at the San Diego 27. Off tackle right for Terrence West. Defense gets his run. 1 linebacker there. Offensive onside tackle. That's only a 1-yard gain. DJ Fluker could not make the block. He's in for the injured Lane Johnson. Lane would have made the block. He's a 6, I believe, this year. I could be wrong. 3rd and 9 for the Packers at the San Diego 26. I think you need to see a handoff here and then a field goal. 3rd and 9. So run off 35 seconds, kick the field goal. I know you got to kick it a Spiller, but I don't want the Strat guys getting mad at me and give me an interception or a sack fumble. So a spectator has joined. Could that be Crowley? We lost an audience member. That was Tony. He's seen enough. He wanted to beat the traffic home. Off tackle left for Terrence West. It's a 5-yard gain. 4th and 4. Green Bay at the San Diego 21. 4:12 to go. Leading 27-10. Mike Nugent will come out for the 30-yard field goal try. I think it's 2-9 or 2-9-12. It is 2-9. It's up and good. (30-10). Now, theoretically, TJ could run this kick back for a touchdown. TJ Spiller on a 4. Get an onside kick. And, hey, maybe. But even then, boy, it's a tall order. Ron trying to figure out whether he could do a... I bet you Ron's trying to figure out, am I allowed to do a squib kick here? What do the rules say? I don't know what the rules say on this. Ron Dickinson's Packers. 9-7 club. He kicks a squib kick down to the 23. Spiller rolls the 4. So instead of a touchdown, it's a long gain. He crosses the 50. He crosses the 40. He's down to the 30. C.J. Spiller with a 52-yard return. Ron with the squib kick. Otherwise, that would have been a touchdown. And this one goes 52 yards. And it is 1st down and 10. San Diego at the Green Bay 25. They trail 30-10. 3:18 to go. They need a quick touchdown an onside kick, and another touchdown, and an onside kick and another touchdown. There's maybe room in there for a kickoff somewhere and stop Ron 3 out. Short pass, Alshon Jeffrey. Gets right, incomplete. Second down and 10. 3 minutes to go. TJ's got to be saying, "Oh, sure, now I get the good kick return." Where was that when the game was, closer and more realistic, more reasonably there to come back from? Pitch out, Justin Forsett. Defensive end +3 or +7. There's a penalty on the play. Forsett gains 3 yards, and it is a personal foul against Green Bay. So the computer evens off the personal fouls. Green Bay fans watching the game at home like, what are you doing that for? It's so stupid. Just play the game. 30-10, 2:42 to go. San Diego at the Green Bay 11. Trying to get a quick touchdown, make it 30-17. Short pass, Jimmy Graham. 4 men there. 8 is incomplete on Brady's card. Tom Brady, 10 of 23, 118 yards. 1 touchdown. Not what TJ envisioned when he traded for the Hall of Fame quarterback. But Brady's not a one-year guy. TJ will be back. Second down and 10. From the Green Bay 11, 2:24 to go. Short pass, Antonio Gates, double covered by the extra defensive back. And receiver reading is incomplete. So I guess that was not, no, I had the wrong guy. There was Alshon Jeffrey was double teamed, not a Gates. Single coverage, incomplete, and Gates scored 3rd and 10 from the 11. 2:06 to go. Of course, San Diego's going to go for it if they don't get the first down / touchdown here. They're down by 20. Short pass, Jordy Nelson, single coverage adds to 5. Has not had a lot of opportunities for single coverage. Brady can't find Nelson open, so he scrambles. Gains 6 yards. They'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. 4th and 4 for the Green Bay 5. Nigel Bradham on the tackle. His second of the day. 2-minute warning. San Diego down 30-10. 4th and 4 for the Green Bay 5. 3 touchdowns in 2 minutes. He's got to get this here and an onside kick. At this point, he's going to need 2 onside kicks. My math tells me that that's very unlikely. Short pass, Jimmy Graham, single coverage, 4 men there. Incomplete from Brady. He loosens the chin strap. He comes off the field. 30-10 Packers. This is a huge upset. Hats off to Ron Dickens for doing a great job. Got to feel bad for TJ. Had a great team. He's had an excellent team many times in the past. Has not had a lot of postseason success in recent years. His 15-1 club 2 years ago lost in the first round, 48-45. This team is losing 30-10. As the audience starts to depart, we lost 1 user for the game. We still have 2 people in the audience listening. Carlos Hyde gains 4 yards. We'll see if TJ even bothers to call the timeouts here. You have to feel dispirited. I've been in that position. I've been in that position with that great team that looks like they're going to go all the way or certainly make a deep run, and then you lose in the first round to a team you think you should beat. And it doesn't feel good. Especially keeper league where you work so hard to get your team into that position. TJ's a great general manager. He'll be back. 2nd and 6. Look, he's got Tom Brady. And he drafts great everywhere else. So, off tackle, Carlos Hyde, loses a yard. The play calling is academic at this point. TJ is calling his timeouts. He will not go gently into that good night. 3rd and 7. 1:37 to go. Matt Forte gains 2. Chargers will call that last time out. There'll be 1:30 left in the game. Now here comes a punt, and this guy doesn't have a block on it. So punt, touchdown, onside kick. It's a quick touchdown. 47-yard punt from Trey Way to the one back. Philly Brown does have a touchdown on 2 for his own 43. Antonio Brown had the big punt return touchdown for Tampa Bay in the game last night. It's a fair catch as an offsides penalty. TJ, offsides penalty. What just happened? Yeah, Green Bay was flagged for offsides on the punt. So they repunt it. TJ figures he gets another shot at the block with a touchdown. This punt goes with a 2-back. Isaiah Burst, 12 is a long gain. That's what you need. Fair catch. 1:15 to go. San Diego's ball. No timeouts. Down 30-10 for their own 44. It's over, Johnny. Huge upset. The 9-7 Green Bay Packers are going to make it to the semifinals over the 15-1 Chargers as Brady fires a pass incomplete. Now, Green Bay played a wild card game, which I missed. I think they won that game handily. That's why I'm going to try to look at right here. Making sure my toolbar is not visible tonight. Short pass to Alshon Jeffrey, 3-man in the zone. Incomplete. Whoa. They did not win handily. Green Bay beat Minnesota 27-24 in that wildcard game. Every game is different. A minute left, 3rd and 10. Aaron Rochester Forsett, the linebacker, is still there. He loses 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 14. Wow. Green Bay beat the Vikings in the wildcard game. The 9-7 Green Bay Packers were losing that game. Okay? They're losing that game 24-20 in the final few minutes. And with 8 seconds to go, down 24-20, 8 seconds to go, they completed a 10-yard touchdown pass for Ryan Tannehill to Mike Evans, and they won 27-24. That's how close they came to being knocked out of the wildcard games. Brady's picked off for the last time. That was bizarre. We got some kind of strange replay there, but they were losing 24-20 with a couple minutes to go. Drove down the length of the field. 10-yard touchdown pass with 8 seconds left. They couldn't try a field goal to tie. And that's how they won over their wildcard game with the 9-7 team. They get here 15-1 team to win 30-10. And they make the semifinal. That margin between like losing a wildcard game and making at least the semifinal. Do you want to play a team that's playing with house money right now? That's feeling fast and loose? I don't know, but that says it all. Game over. Wow. I don't think I've called one of these epic style upsets in SOMIFA. And TJ with the words of congratulations right away, showing good sportsmanship. Nicely done. I was stymied, but good. Ron was also a very good sport. I'm sure he'll be acknowledging his good fortune. But this really wasn't a game of epic one-sided luck. I mean, Ron coached a real good game. I don't think TJ did too terribly, but Ron definitely had him off balance. Ron had him off balance when Ron was in offense. And TJ's offense, I said it coming in, if someone's going to give you the run and Justin Forsett's not going to hit. If Justin Forsett's not going to hit those big numbers, you could be in trouble because he has no consistent yardage. It's all or nothing with the guy. And he went, oh, hey, Tom, 22-102, that's a good game. But, you know, for as many wrong calls as he had, you know, 22-150 is, I think, what you'd hope for. Or maybe that's optimistic, but you get the idea. TDF's throwing a lot of long passes and running the ball Forsett, and it just didn't work. This guy's could find 3 points in the regular season. He only had 13 first downs today. Okay. He only had 226 yards of offense. Ron at 374. I mean, how many times did TG even give up 30 points in the regular season? They're always playing better teams in the playoffs, but this happened to one of my teams too. That's the first time. TG had not given up more than 27 points in any one game in the regular season, and he gave up 30 in the playoffs. How many times did TG? He scored 10 points. He never scored fewer than 21? 19. Never scored fewer than 19 points. Never give up more than 27. So figure, like, you know, if you put together his 2 worst games of the year, he would lose 27-19. But he loses 30-10. But it's the players are playing a better team, playing better teams. He played plenty of good teams in the season, but he couldn't get anything going on offense. Did any bombs at Brady? Forsett had some success early, but the second half that tended to disappear. Tannehill was hot with the short pass. That helped a lot. The running game for Green Bay, especially Terrence West and Ryan Tannehill's end runs, they made San Diego respect the run. And Tannehill was that hot with the short passing, especially. He's really hot against right. He was good against wrong as well. But what an upset. 30-10. And you're going to have the 9-7 Packers will play against the highest remaining seed. Right now, Tampa Bay beat Dallas 25-21. Pittsburgh beat San Francisco 43-35 with 17 fourth quarter points and almost 600 yards of offense to overcome 3 Aaron Rodgers interceptions as they threw. Tennessee Seattle is tomorrow afternoon. That's 4:20 Eastern. I'll be calling that game live as well. Let's see. So Seattle is the highest remaining seed, but they've got a tough game against Tennessee tomorrow. So if Seattle wins tomorrow, it'll be Green Bay at Seattle and Pittsburgh at Tampa Bay. If Tennessee wins tomorrow, then you'll have Green Bay, the Battle of the Bays, Green Bay at Tampa Bay, and Tennessee at Pittsburgh. Now you got some coaches in here: Dennis Crowley, Tim Bollier, John Madden, and Ron, who knew, I think none of them have won a SOMIFA title. I think Ron Martin is the only one remaining that has, and of course he has like 3. Okay. So if it's not Ron, we'll have, I think, a first-time champion. And especially like Dennis and John Madden, I mean, they've been in the playoffs like every year. John's lost like the Super Bowl, I think, 3 times. At least 2 times. He lost last year to Zeb. And, you know, Tim was in the Final Four last year. Lost Super Bowl a few years ago. Won the AW Super Bowl this past year. So some guys there with a lot of success in the Strat Online community. Some good success in this league. Trying to grab that ring. And Ron's like, whoa, I'm in the Final Four, man. I got Ryan Tannehill 9-7. Look at this. Can you imagine with all these teams, TJ 15-1 and Dennis 14-2, and you know, these are good clubs. This is not just a guy in a good regular season. These are really good clubs. Tampa Bay 12-4, Ed 11-5, Ron 11-5, Tennessee always a lot of talent 10-6. That was the defending champ. Can you imagine all that if the 9-7 Packers at Ryan Tannehill and Terrence West won the Super Bowl? They're gonna win 2 more. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow, 4:20 Eastern Time. Tennessee Titans, coached by John Madden, at the Seattle Seahawks, coached by Dennis Crowley. I always forget who the quarterback is. Oh, Russell Wilson, that's right. And, you know, the winner of that game will advance to the Final Four. 3 teams are in. The Green Bay 9-7. Tampa Bay 12-4, and Pittsburgh 11-5. Tampa Bay will host a game. They will host their game. So they'll get the good pass defense no matter who they face, whether it's Green Bay or Tennessee. And that'll help. So I'm going to sign off. It's a little late over here. I got some things to try and take care of before I go to sleep. I want to say thank you to the guys who listened, Dan, Nathan, and Tony, and anyone who watched the game via spectator mode. And, of course, to Ed Barrow and these coaches for the wonderful SOMIFA League. We're on to Tennessee tomorrow. Seattle and Tennessee. Tennessee and Seattle. We're on to Seattle. I don't want to say that. I don't like Seattle now because of tennis. Seattle is playing tomorrow. I'm calling the game against Tennessee. Would it be bad broadcasting to say go Titans? No. Dennis, it's not the real Seahawks, of course. Dennis is my friend, so I'm not giving him ill will. I wish Russell Wilson ill will, but I'm not wishing Dennis ill will. So, but yeah, Tennessee at Seattle. Dennis is trying to get the SOMIFA Bowl title. I don't think he's even made it, so he's trying to get in there would be nice. But this will be something else. All right, guys. This is Tom signing off Thursday night. Take care. Bye-bye.